All right, so just a couple things I want to touch on this morning as the Washington Capitals look to be pretty close to winning this one, and to build tension. Ovechkin's not going to get that 50th goal yet. So, that being said, I want to talk about a couple things. First off, April 27th is the Brody Hinz Memorial Tournament. Currently, according to Facebook, there's 48 interested or going, which includes one person I went to high school with. So, if he comes out, that could be entertaining because he's known me since I was like 12. I looked a lot like I do now. I have pictures from when I was in grade 3, I think it is. Let me double check. Yeah, I have a picture of me from grade 3. I was me with my best friend. He's not the one who's coming out. If Chris was coming out, that would be awesome, but um, he won't be coming out. I haven't talked to Chris in a while. Anyways, he'd be very surprised that his picture was on. He and I really haven't changed. He really hasn't changed either. Last time I saw Chris was a few years back. He spent a lot of times living overseas and whatnot. He's had just an amazingly fun life, and really, I'm not kidding. He's kind of lived the dream, and I saw him, and yeah, he looks the same. And I was like, okay, so yeah, we haven't changed. Like a lot of people I went to school with, you look and you go, oh, I know you from somewhere, and then after you're like, oh, I know who that was. That was so and so. Not for Chris and I. It's just sort of yeah, what's up? So yeah, that'll be fun when we have that, and it will be the start of having meetups again, because 2 weeks, well, 13 days from now, we'll see the end of the regular season. There's a lot less hockey. My schedule, which is just crazy during the regular season, it really kind of winds down as soon as this playoffs start. So while the games are more important, they're also kind of more spread out, and I'm able to find days and nights that I can go, all right, I can have meetups and we can play some road hockey there. So that's coming up. Yvonne and I are planning on another trip to Vegas in August. It looks like August is when that would take place. I'm aware of how hot that'll be. We kind of knew last July, and it still caught us off guard a little bit. This time we will not be caught off guard. It will be a matter of figuring out exactly which casino to stay at so we don't have to go outside as much as possible. That's pretty much exactly what happens in Vegas is you try to plan out, all right, what hotel and casino is accessible via traveling under the city rather than going outside because it's 40 degrees Celsius, it's 120 degrees Fahrenheit. That's too hot for people. I'm not going out in that. And yet we'll still probably check out the Bellagio fountains at night. I'm also working on, I've printed out my jerseys, the inventory that I have. As I've been buying new jerseys, I've been just plugging them into the list. But the list is becoming more and more inaccurate when it comes to tracking which ones are my favorites. So as a result of that, I'm gonna have to go through this list on paper and try to figure out exactly where all the teams should be because I plan on doing another countdown. It'll probably be more than 200 this time, and I've got jerseys that I haven't been talking about because I want it to be so that when I do the countdown, there'll be jerseys that people see and go, "When did he get that?" I don't remember him having that in a video. I don't remember him wearing it. So that's going to be um, coming up as soon as I can get this all straightened out, and once I've got all my goodies all figured out with this. Yvonne's of the mind that I should get rid of this rack and somehow hang these jerseys from the wall using brackets and stuff of this nature to save space. I don't know if there's a way to save space with jerseys. And then the other problem is that they're heavy. So finding something that will hold. There's over 200 on this rack. I believe there's about, well, no, there'd be about 200 on that rack because there's about 50 each on that one. Yeah. So I'm up to 300. I know I'm up to 300. The countdown wouldn't be 300, but I know I'm up that high. And then it's a matter of trying to figure out how to manage all this so it all works. For instance, this is a fashion jersey of the Pittsburgh Penguins. that would not actually be on the countdown because I don't use the fashion jerseys as part of the countdown. So there's that. But once the regular season has run its course, I'll have more time. I won't have to watch so many games. That's the funny part, is that the channel's view counts and everything go up a ton during the playoffs, and my workload kind of drops a little bit, so I'm able to do more fun videos as well, and I'm looking forward to that. And then, because I get asked at the end of every year where it's like, okay, the Stanley Cup just got awarded, now what? Oh, I don't stop. That's not a thing. The only thing is that during the summer I can do more of the playlists. This past summer I did the NHL's history right from its beginning in 1917, 1918, right through until this past year. And that was a lot of fun. That for me to put together was a lot of fun. And it's a playlist that at any point in time somebody can go in and just look through it and know this is what happened that year. Oh, that's interesting. And there's at least one interesting thing per year that happened in the NHL. And yeah, this season will then be added into that history list at the end of the year. So it's it's fun putting all this stuff together, and it will be fun having more meetups again. And I intend to have as many as we had before. So what it does as well is it creates more of a connection between me. I'm usually just, in my room here doing videos for you guys, and it takes me out into the public eye, and I'm able to, meet subscribers and people that I really connect with personally. I know in Vegas, I made real friends there, and through the meetups, I've made real friends through that as well. So during the summer, I'm able to keep better contact with people as well. So that's kind of nice. And then, the Vegas trip is going to be fun. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know what we're going to do. I know Yvonne wants to see more shows. We had fun watching the shows this past trip, which was during the Christmas week. And we're already looking at that week as well, although she wants to go to California, and we're looking at California in the fall. So the boys are going to Disneyland with their grandmother next week. That'll be fun for them. But Yvonne wants to take a family trip to the Disneyland area in the fall, which leaves me saying I want to go to a Kings game and a Ducks game as well. So that's what's coming up. But I will link in the description for this video the event on Facebook for the Brody Hinz Memorial. You don't have to sign up for Facebook and say you're attending. It's just that event will tell you where it is, when it is. And it's a buy donation thing. There's a suggestion of $20. If somebody doesn't have $20, that's fine. And there's going to be a GoFundMe. We've been in contact with Brody's family, and so once they've set that GoFundMe up, then I'll share the link with you guys, because no money passes through my hands in this process whatsoever. It is one thing to be very, very wary of as a YouTuber, is that when you do something that's charitable, and the money raised this year will go to charity, a charity of the family's choice. When you decide to do something for charity, you've got to make sure that there are multiple people who can go, yeah, no, they never touched that money, it never went to them, because there have been YouTubers who've done not smart things over the last while. And by last while, I mean it goes on all the time. So I'm very appreciative of everything that I have, and doing something like this is a fun way to meet people and do something in the name of a subscriber who passed away in the Humboldt accident, which was tragic and horrible. And out of that, we have this, and this way Brody's immortalized. So thank you guys for your support. If you can't come out and you want to donate, I'll have a link for that soon. Last year, I know Ben had an auction on eBay on a jersey. And that auction got pretty high in value, and I thank subscribers for that. And that will probably happen again. I haven't talked to Ben about it yet. I'll probably email him about it. But there you go. You guys are all up to date. Let me know your thoughts as always. And thank you guys so much for all of your support. I'm really excited about the playoffs starting on the 10th of April, so we can really wind things up and see who's going to win the cup this year. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.